Flosstube. I'm Elizabeth, and this is the Silver Scissor on Flosstube, and we have a new puppy. Hi, Jack. I had told my family, my kids, we could never get a puppy, and I caved. I think it's the corona craziness going on. Everybody's a little nuts because of it. This is Jonah. Say hi, Joe. And this little puppy is Jack. You can see him in there. And this is Kate. Jack is do you want to hold him for a sec? Jack is a Bichon poodle, so half Bichon, half poodle. And my kids are obsessed. We love him a ton. Do you want to say anything else about him? Mm-mm. Anyway, my kids were excited to introduce him. So, all right, thanks. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's definitely there. Okay, will you close the door? Thank you. It is Saturday morning, and they're still in their pajamas because Saturday morning. So, anyway, that's what's been going on at our house. Things have been a little crazy because we are potty training a dog. Yeah, like I said, I swore we would never have a dog, but the COVID crazy set in and we got one. And we're glad we did. It was definitely a good decision for our family. Thanks for joining me today. I had posted a picture of him on my Instagram page, which is the Silver Scissor Sews, and people wanted to meet Jack. And so we had a little introduction, and I knew I needed to have it at the beginning, or I would have to wait for them to bring him down. And anyway, so it's been a while. I think it was June when I did the last one. I kind of was trying to decide, do I really want to do Flosstube videos anymore? Do I want to keep it up? Should I just be done? And I've decided to keep doing them, obviously. But we've just been so busy, and I feel like I will try to do it consistently, and I will for a while, and then we'll just totally get derailed. Like, you know, having 5 kids home all summer and part-time now. So, yeah. So that's kind of where I've been. And, you know, taking care of a new puppy and that kind of thing. I'd like to thank everybody who's new to my channel. I had a whole bunch of people subscribe in the last little bit, and I know that somebody shouted me out, and I so appreciate it. I don't know who it is. I'm way behind on my Flosstube because I can't get my Flosstube viewing because I cannot, for whatever reason, hook my phone up to my TV anymore. It just has suddenly stopped working. We've had some internet issues. We had a major windstorm 2 or 3 weeks ago here, maybe like 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe like 3 weeks. Anyway, we had a major windstorm here, and it was the day after Labor Day, whenever that was. And we lost internet and power for a couple days, and I swear it has not been quite the same since. So anyway, my YouTube is not hooking up to my TV, so if I watch it, it has to be just on my little phone. And sometimes with the chaos of 5 kids, I feel like I can't hear it very well. So instead of taking me an hour to watch an hour Flosstube, it takes me 2 or 3. So anyway, I'm way behind. But thank you to whoever shouted me out. I so appreciate it. And if you know who it was, if you are a new subscriber because of someone shouting me out, thank you. And if you would leave a comment and let me know who it was, I would so appreciate it so I can thank that person. Anyway, another thing that is new is I started an Etsy shop selling project bags. I've had one sale so far, or I've put things in there one day, and I put 9 in, and I have sold 7 of them. I have a few left, and I'll show you what I have left, and then kind of what's coming. So I've got, this one. This is Halloween owls. Don't know if you can see them. And this little polka dot, I think it's lined in the polka dot. So these are lined with Warm and Natural, which is this batting that you see right there. And so they make it feel kind of like the quilted ones. I have some quilted ones. The quilted ones have also sold, and this is what I have left. This one And this one, this is Gnomes. This is what I have left, and this is the same with actually, I lied. These have fusible fleece inside them, but it feels like the Warm and Natural. The quilted ones have the Warm and Natural in them. Anyway, so I have these two left, and I have a couple that are going to be joining the Etsy shop this week, I hope. I'm waiting for some new fabric to come from Fat Quarter Shop, and it has not arrived yet. It hasn't even shipped yet, so I ordered a few days ago. The fabric that I have coming, I have La Rose Rouge from French General, if you are interested in looking it up to have a little preview of what will be there. And let's see, Perfect Union by Laundry Basket Quilts, and a Christmas one, and I cannot remember what it's called, but it's from Three Sisters for Moda. And then I also have this one, and I have enough fabric to make one more of these ones. This is Fig Tree, and this will be joining the shop this week, probably before any of the other ones do. And then I also have enough fabric to make, sorry, the sprinkler is on right there. My sprinkler is barely turned on, and it's loud. Anyway, I had fabric to make one more of these. I may have enough for one more after this, but I don't have lining fabric for it right now. Anyway, this is a work in progress, obviously. It's been quilted, and I was in the process of adding the zipper the other day when our COVID cases for our state went way up, and there was a press conference about it, and I wanted to go see the press conference, so I stopped right there. Anyway, so this is a Christmas one. I believe this is Riley Blake, and I can't remember who the actual designer is. And then this is what will be at the top. So some of them, I have a quilted top. I like the quilted top, the look of the quilted above the zipper best, but sometimes I don't have enough fabric to do it, like with this one here. And the next one will be like this as well, with just the solid fabric at the top instead of the quilted. If I have enough to do that, then this is what I do, but I don't always have that. Let's see, some of the other fabric that I have coming up is I have this Fox Farm, and so this has some floral fabric, and then it's got some Barnes, if I can get it, these little dogs, things like that mixed in. And so it's kind of blues and reds and pinks. I don't know how well you can see it. Anyway, so I will be making some out of this, and they will have this lining. And I've also got Tahoe Ski Week, which I thought was a fun for winter projects that are not Christmas. So this is skiers, skis, plaid, kind of fun like that, and it'll be lined in ski fabric. So that's what I've got coming up. It is the Silver Scissor on Etsy, and you have to write it as all one word or else it won't find you. Also, there's a silverscissor.projectbags, and that is my Instagram page for the project bags, and I'll post them in there that they are going up, or that they are in my shop at that point, if people are interested. Right now, I am doing a little starter price of $35, and then they will be going up in about a month. Anyway, I thought I would do a little introductory price to kind of get it going, and then we will see how it goes. Yeah, so that's the project bags. Sorry, I was trying to decide what I was supposed to do next. Okay, so I have been stitching a lot, but I've kind of had a lot on my mind and have not been able to stick to anything pretty much. We have got our school board going back and forth on what the plan is for school, and it's kind of making me crazy. So they had announced at the beginning of July that we would have 5 days a week of school, that our kids would just be back in school full time, and at first it was kind of a slap on a mask if you feel good about it situation. Well, I didn't feel good about the whole I'm not excited when they can't socially distance. I was really worried about it. Well, like 3 weeks later, our school board said, okay, we're gonna do a hybrid method. So half the kids on Monday, Wednesday, half on Tuesday, Thursday, then Friday will be like a help day. So they decided on that. And it had only been 3 weeks, and I felt so much better about that, but there were huge protests from some parents who wanted their kids there 5 days. And then the school board, so the school board kept that. We went 3 weeks into school, and then they changed back to 4 days a week for everybody. And then this week, they changed again, so it's half time for, or still the hybrid with the 2 days for our older kids, and full time for our younger kids. And I don't feel good about them being there when they can't be distant. And we've had a crazy high number of cases in Utah for us. I know it's not anything compared to Florida or New York or Arizona, but it worries me to have the kids going back to school like that. So that has taken up a lot of my time and brain power this week. So I was so excited to start Sampler September. And I've been working on some of my samplers that I have not worked on for a long time. And I will show you some of those. And I've also been working on some new things. I started the salve for Coming to America. And I don't know what it is, but I am just not feeling that one right now. I cannot concentrate on it. I really like it. I don't know what my issue is. I think during COVID, I just need short little projects that I can get done and feel accomplished or something. I don't know. I don't know where my brain is. I think my brain power is being lost. So I started this one. This is definitely not a reproduction sampler. This is Ye Olde Crow from Heart and Hand. And I dyed this fabric myself, and it is coming off slightly brighter than it is in real life. So this is an orange, and I should have grabbed it so I could double check which orange. I think it's sunshine orange, and I put some dark brown in with the dye to get this color here. And then this is Weeks Coal that I have been using. So I have to finish my Ye Olde Crow. I've got the W that I've just started on here. I've got to put my initials, and I've got to put 2020. So here's the deal though. I'm tired of 2020. And I have finished so many things this year that I feel like I don't want to write 2020 on anything anymore. I'm tired of it. I don't want to commemorate it, but apparently I'm going to. And then as far as my initials, I don't like my initials. My initials are ER, so emergency room. That's great. If you guys watched Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, if you didn't watch it, you should. But she talked about the same thing, and I am also an Elizabeth Ann, and her initial spell, eat, I think she said. Mine spell, EAR, which is ear. So I don't put them. Well, guess what my maiden name is? Starts with a Z, so easy. So I also don't put that. I don't like to put that on things either. But I sometimes do anyway. Not easy, ER. But that's why I am not an emergency room nurse. I am not an emergency room doctor. But that is why my things, I'll say ER or ear. So, Ye Olde Crow sampler. I was hoping to finish yesterday, but my son had a cross-country meet about an hour away that we went to. And so I didn't get any stitching in at all yesterday. Okay. But that is what I have been working on this last week. Right before September started, I had been working on, let me show you this bag first. So I will have more fabric coming to make bags like this. I should have enough for 2, but they I don't think will be quilted at the top. But I should have bags like this coming very soon too to my Etsy shop. This is one of my favorite ones that I have made recently for me. Oh, there goes my floss. Oh, 3 of them, nice. Okay. As I shoot floss across the room. So this is this I started before. This is the September Wordplay. And I've been trying. So my kids, as you could see when they came in a minute ago, my kids are all adopted. And so I've got, my oldest is just plain old white. And then I've got 2 that are full Hispanic and 2 that are black. So Jonah that was in here, he's one of the ones that is black, obviously. And then Kate, that's who you saw. And so I'm trying to make my people different colors in my cross stitch so that they are not just all the same and not representing our actual family. So I can't remember what I used for her because it's been a while since I worked on it, but I would love to hear your favorite people colors that are not perfect pie crust or peach or skinny dip. I would love to hear your colors for people that are not just plain old peach people. So if you have suggestions, please let me know. Let me show you. This is the pattern cover for that one. So I love those. I think the Wordplays are so fun. And I did do August Wordplay that I have not shown you, but it is packed away with my summer things. Let me grab all of my things that fell out. Okay. Apparently I need to be more careful as I'm opening my bags. And I'm grabbing a string of floss. Great. Okay. So, I've also been working a little bit on this one for Sampler September. This is at First Cock's Crow, and this is by Blackbird. And I had the house completely done, and then I pulled it out because I had used a color that I really loved, an orange color that I really loved, but I didn't like it on the house with the rest. Also, I started out with Garden Gate, which is what's called for, and it's here on the roof. Well, I ran out of it, and the dye lot has changed. So, I've been using coal, I think. Coal. Is it coal? I don't think it's coal. And I didn't grab my bag that it's in. I'll have to post it on Instagram. But it was similar, not exact, but I had mostly only used it here and for a couple of letters. And so I've had to fill in with a different color. So hopefully we won't notice and I don't have to take out what I had used, the Garden Gate. I hope I don't have to take that out and restitch it so that it's all the same gray. It should be okay, I think. Let's see what else. I also started this Prairie Schooler one. So this is When Witches Go Riding, and I've been doing this one. And I've changed the colors a little bit because I like variegation, and this is all DMC. So this one is the called for, which is the Halloween. But I used this, it had this color in it for the house, for the big spots. And then I'm using, I didn't like the brown grass, so I'm using is it Piney Woods? I think it's Piney Woods that I have been using down here where the grass is. Anyway, I don't have that much of it done. But that's what I've got so far. I don't know that I will finish it this year. We'll see. I'm feeling more not in the mood for the holidays this year. I think it's COVID. I'm like, well, we probably won't be going trick-or-treating, so I'm not all excited about it like I usually would be. Usually my kids would have come up with like 40 different costumes by now that they've wanted. But they haven't because, COVID. let's see. Some of these are really old project bags that I made. Okay, I have also been working on, not recently, I put it away for the 4th of July because yet again, was not feeling the 4th of July. But I like the stitch, I just was not feeling the 4th of July. But here's Flag Folk by Not Forgotten Farm. And I did it on, what is this called? I'll have to look it up. This is Picture This Plus, but I liked the kind of the blue in it. So I don't have that much done of it yet, but hopefully for next 4th of July I will. I was in the mood for summer things, but I was not in the mood for 4th of July, probably because everything was canceled, which I agree that it should have been. I just didn't make me in the mood for the 4th of July. Okay, let me show you. Okay, we need to talk about this project bag. So I have this project bag that I made for myself, and this fabric is an old fig tree fabric. I bet that it's probably, we've been in this house for 12 years. I think it's at least that old. It may be slightly older because I think I may have bought it before we moved here. I don't remember what it's called, but I lined it with this fabric in here. And this is, yeah, it's just kind of a neutral. And I have been having so many people ask for this bag that saw it on when I had posted it on Instagram, and I had one that I sold. And I have a little bit of fabric for the top, for at least one, maybe more, but I don't have enough lining fabric. So I'm gonna have to look for something else because they are both old fabrics. I'm having a hard time finding something. So I will eventually have this fabric or this bag again, but I don't know when it's gonna be. Whenever I can find something that coordinates well enough for an insider bag. Okay, this is my Coming to America bag. So we've all seen that. Like I said, I've had fun stitching it. I just, I'm just not in the mood for it. I think Thanksgiving most likely is gonna be just my little family, the 7 of us here, my husband and I and our 5 kids. And so, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. We should be going with my husband's family this year, and they're actually still doing it. But we kind of feel like we want to not spread anything. So we'll probably just have it here. But anyway, this is what I've got so far. And I'm a middle starter, so I started down here with, is it Sarah Eaton? Sarah Eaton, and went up, did some here, and went up. So I called my parents because I knew that we had someone on the Mayflower in our family, and it was Eleanor Billington. I know on here that it says Ellen. It's this person right here. And it says Ellen Billington on here. When they told me that it was Eleanor, I was looking her up because says Ellen instead. I could only find things that said Eleanor, and it's spelled E-L-I-N-O-R. I couldn't find anything in our family history with Ellen in it. One thing that was interesting about her, I'm going to do her name in a different color, probably just the wood trail, because I want it to stand out differently since she's our relative. But one thing that was interesting as I was researching her husband was the first murderer in the United States. So for true crime obsessed people like myself, that was really fascinating. Maybe explains a lot about some of my family members that are a little crazy. Nobody else has been a murderer that I know of. But anyway, so he was the first person hanged in the United States for murder. So I thought that was interesting. Of course, the crazies are my family members. Of course, because what else? What else would you expect? Especially in 2020. So for your Gee Whiz files, there you go. Okay, one of my long-standing whips. Well, since last year, but it is a sampler, so I'll show you. My goal was to have this done by the end of this month for Sampler September, because I'd been working on it diligently last year during Christmas time, and I got almost done with this deer, except it's actually this deer, except that I didn't get, he's got a little bit of white right there on his chest and then under his tail, and then I didn't get these done, and then I don't have this row done. So my plan was I could just get that done in a few days. I should totally finish this during Sampler September, because why not? Again, have not been in the mood. Not at all. So here's what I've got. This is, it's not Confederate. Is it Confederate gray? It might be Confederate gray. Linen. And I can't see what you can see. So I've got this so far. So see, here's my little deer. And then I've got that one line. And that's all. So I'm hoping to for sure finish it by Christmas, because really it should take me a few days, right? But we'll see. I have changed some of the colors because, like I said, I like, if there's a big thing like a house, I like some variegation in it. So I did change the house. I can't remember what else, but there are just a few little color changes in here for variegation purposes. I think the deer, I did sticks and twigs as well. So anyway, that's what we've got. And hopefully I will get this done before Christmas. It is a fairly big sampler, and I need to fold that the other way. And I'm hoping I can get it done. But I have to be in the mood. Again, I have all of these samplers that I want to start, and I'll show those to you in a minute, because I am in the mood for everyday kind of stuff, not for holiday stuff. Although Santa will still be coming to our house no matter what. Okay, I do have some of this fabric left, so let me know if you would be interested in a fabric, in project bags of this. I have those, some of this. This is a really old jelly roll that I had left over. I have no idea why I had bought it or what plans I had for it. And then I've got to just find some fabric to go with it. I have a little bit, but let me know if you would be interested in that. This is my Merrily Merrily We Welcome Spring, and I did work quite a bit on this one. I finished up this little flower motif here and did a bird and a tree. Finished that, got the border all the way so it goes under, and then I did some, let's see, can you see? I can't tell how far away I need to be to show this. Obviously all my things are very wrinkled. But I did some more alphabet too. So there we go. I am somehow off just slightly down here, and I'm not sure, it's by like 1. So I've had to kind of adjust. So I did these things down here, and then I had to go back up because I have to go off the top. I think the border is right, but this little inner blue one is slightly off. So I've got to go by, I needed some more border and letters to go off instead of that blue border to find my spot for the other things. So that's what I have been working on. I have had quite a few finishes, but they are packed up with my summer things. So now I will tell you what is on my immediate radar and then show you some of my haul. I've got to reach my stuff. Let's see. So I've got my, I was going to show you some finishes. I'll show you those first. I can't put everything I want right in front of me because there's just not enough space. So, okay, let me show you some of my previous finishes. Last year and the year before, we are always super busy at this time. My oldest son is on the mountain bike team, and This is when his races are, and this year my second son has started cross country, so we are super busy, and I have not done Christmas and fall Flosstube videos. So I'll show you some of my things now that I have finished other years. So this is by the Scarlet House. I cannot remember what it is called. And it has it on, I can't remember what the called for is, but it was not this, but I chose it. And it's Picture This Plus, and again, I don't remember. It's been at least a year since I did it, but it is full of walnut shells, and I did that trim, and I have just been gluing my trim. I know that's not what you're supposed to do or the appropriate finish, but I feel like when I couch it, it gets little lines in there. So there's this one. I don't remember what it's called. This one is also a Scarlet House, and I just finished it into a flat fold. I love this one. I made this one last year as well. This one I did this summer. I had a momentary craving for Halloween in July. And so I did Gardener Good Witch, and this is with Thy Needle and Thread, and I love her witches, all of them. They're so cute. So I did this one and finished this. This is a little chalkboard that I got from Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago when it was on clearance from the spring shop. So I think I got it for like 75% off. So I just stuck it on there and finished it. So I have the summer one, and it has her, I don't remember what that one's called, but it has some beehives and other things. I have not done that one yet, but I think it's so cute. I'm excited to do it. So while I haven't been stitching as much holiday lately as I would like, I have been, or as usual, I should say, I have been buying it, of course. So let me show you some of my newer ones. I love this one, but it's a little bit, it's not huge. It's, let's see, 188 by 135, and I love it, but I don't want to start a bigger one right now. I need to get stuff done so I feel accomplished. So, but I bought it anyway because I think it's so cute. I may be starting this one soon. I love it. This is the new Fancy Blacket by Pineberry Lane. So, Perfect Pumpkin is what it's called. And then I also bought Witch's Brew at the same time. These are both pretty small. I may try and do those. I want to do some little stitches for my tiered trays, and I may do the little Prairie Schooler ones, like not the main pattern, but they have like the little ornament ones. This is Patchwork Pumpkin. This is small, and there's my sprinkler again, but it has a ton of stitching, so I may not do this one this year. And I've also got this one. This one's pretty small as well. This is Pumpkin Farm. This goes with Anniversaries of the Heart. I'm not going to do that entire thing, but I do like this one. And there's one other one that I have. I think it's Clara Ellen that goes with that. Anyway, I love it. So my LNS is Shepherd's Bush, and they actually are closed to, you can't go in. You can call them and order things and go pick them up or have them mailed to you, but you cannot go in the store right now. But the Craft Center, the Craft Center of Fine Stitchery is open in Salt Lake, and it's slightly farther away than Shepherd's Bush for me. But I was in the area, so I stopped by. So they had the model of both this one and this one, and I had to buy them. I have to say, I did not love either of these before I saw the model stitched. I thought they were fine. I liked them well enough, but I didn't necessarily think that I would buy them. But then once I saw them stitched and the model on the wall, I loved them. So I had to buy both those patterns because first of all, you have to buy all the Blackbird. And second, just because I loved them so much. The colors have changed because this is, let's see, it's, what does it say on it? Oh, 2009 is what the, down here is what it says. And so I know this one is like toasted barley or something, and it looks gray, and then toasted barley now is not gray, it's more brown. So I got some floss for it. I picked a couple different colors so that it would look more like the picture and the model that they had than the way that it would look if I were to do the call for colors now. So those are so fun, and I had every intention of starting them this year when I bought them. But again, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is big and I need finishes soon so I can feel like something's getting done this year. Although I don't want to put 2020 on it. As I said, I am totally wanting to start all the samplers, even though they're big, and I know that I won't want to finish them. But I still want to start them all anyway. Plus, I'm looking around in this room and I'm like, I need to get moving on decorating. I've got a few little things that you can see over that way, and I've got some shelves right there that you can't see. But I really want to do some more stitching related things in this room. So I've got some samplers that I've been dying to start for Sampler September, but have not. But this is the one that is probably my most immediate radar. And this is Needleworker Sampler by Brenda Gervais, and I love it. I don't even think I have fabric or all the floss colors for it. Maybe I do. No, I don't. So, but I would love to get this one started. Oh, I also bought just recently this one, and I could only find this one at the Fat Quarter Shop, but I had to order some fabric anyway, and so I got this one. This is Needlework ABCs, and it does come with the Classic Colorworks floss. There is some DMC that it calls for, and it does not come with that, but it does come with the Classic Colorworks colors. So I think it's so fun. It has the ABCs and crosses, hoops, needles, threads, scissors. But I think it would be so fun to hang in here, to finish and hang in here. All right. As I said, I have some samplers that have been on my immediate radar, some of them for years. So I will show you those. One of them is this. This is Harriet Elizabeth Coe, and I was supposed to start the SAL with everybody else in like February. And we were on a cruise when it started, so I was gonna start when I got home. Never happened. I have this entire thing kitted up, have for over a year. Haven't started yet, but here it is. And I love it, and every time I see, now I can't remember, Carol Saltbox Stitcher, whenever I watch her videos, she's got it on her wall right by her. In fact, that's what made me want to do it, and when I bought it in the first place was when I started watching her videos and it was right there. And I stare at it every single time I watch her videos. I've been wanting to start and just haven't gotten there yet. I think part of the reason I have not gotten there is because I bought it the same day as I bought Merrily Welcome Spring. It was my birthday, and so my husband had come with me, and I was choosing my own birthday presents with him there. And I bought this one, and I started Merrily, and when we got home, and then I have not started this one yet. And I haven't finished Merrily. Also, my immediate radar that I keep thinking about are these three, which everybody has seen. But I'm telling my husband I want the floss and fabric for this for Christmas, I think, if I don't buy it sooner. But I love these ones. I've seen so many people do them, and I've got to start. Plus, I love all of these little ones on the back, and I may do these two little ones this year for Halloween as part of the fall. But I love these ones. Love them. Also, everybody knows there's a floss shortage. We'll see if I can find all the colors for them. The other one on my immediate radar is Oh Joyous Day. And yet again, this is one I've been wanting to start pretty much every minute since every single time I see somebody on Flosstube do it. Brenda from Brenda and the Cereal Starter did it. Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch is doing it. I've seen so many people doing it, especially lately for Sampler September, and I want to start it so bad. I do not have the colors. Well, I have a lot of the colors, but I don't think I have whole skeins of them because they are left over from other projects. But I love it, and I've got to start it. And I've obviously had this for a long time because it was only released to Dying to Stitch, so I think where I bought it. I think I bought it from Dying to Stitch, and I bought it when it first came out, and then they've since released it to everybody, and I have not yet started it. So, that is what, those are my immediate radar. I don't know if they'll be starting soon, but definitely on my mind, and maybe I won't do any Christmas things this year, besides to finish that one. We'll see. And I don't know if I'll get my, can you hear my kids running upstairs? They are upstairs running like crazy. Anyway, maybe I won't get to them this year. Finishing my Thanksgiving and Halloween ones, we'll have to see. But I'm still stitching and I'm still here. I would like to do a bag giveaway at some point, probably when I get to 700 followers. I will do it. So make sure to like and share the video if you can. Let me know if you would be interested in a bag out of that old fig tree, not the purple and teal one, but this one right here, out of this fabric. I could add some of those to the shop if people are interested. And if I can find fabric to go on the back. I had used this when I made mine. Obviously I haven't ironed it as well as I should have, but I used that, and I have a little bit more, but I don't know if I have enough to do several. But if people are interested, I will find some. But thanks for joining me today. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the Silver Scissor Sews. The project bags are silverscissor.projectbags, and yeah, and Etsy is the Silver Scissor, all one word. So thanks for joining me. Let me know if you have questions about anything. I'd be happy to answer them. Like the video, share the video, and we'll have a giveaway when we get to 700 followers. Thanks. Bye.